Okay, here we go. Get started with our Yin class this morning. Let's just start by taking a breath that feels good to you. Maybe a more deeply abdominal breath, slower and steady. Thinking about, okay, I know it's not morning for everyone, but let's think about not just for our day, but say for the next 24 to 48 hours, what would we like to accomplish? What would we like to create? What are you looking for more of in your life? So could it be consistency, flexibility, joy, peace, getting things done? You get to choose whatever you see in front of you where you would like to create more of something. And breathe on that for a few breaths. So giving it life, seeing it flourish, nurture it, grow it, expand it. That thing that you want more of. Maybe it's more exercise, a different kind of exercise, different eating plan. Totally up to you. Okay, now as though we're going to clear out the space within us that may have any congestion or uh, disconnect to that thing that you want more of, let's start doing our stomach circles. Like you're cleaning out this whole torso area with these circles, with the breath and the movement, making space for something new, making connections, building bridges energetically through the breath and the visualization. And reverse directions. If you yawn or burp or anything like that, it means you built a bridge, you made a connection, you cleared something out, and your body is just taking it out on this unconscious breath, like this yawn, or on this transmutation of energy from a gas within to a gas that comes out. Turn my music on. to center. Just settle for a moment. And hands on your shins, and we'll do the camel ride. Inhale forward, exhale back. Remember that vision, that intention. So I'm doing the 11-minute breath meditation every day. And now I'm going to add my goal is to add at least 15 minutes of weight training every day. So if I have to put that on my calendar, I will do that. If I have to not let myself eat before I do it, I'll do that. If I only do 10 minutes, right? So whatever you can do to have some consistency. And I did struggle on vacation. I didn't do it every day. So that was an awareness for me. Somehow I need to find that consistency even on a trip away. Next, inhale, hold the breath up and in. Lengthen the spine, push down on your legs, push into your shins with your arms. Help the spine get longer. Tuck the chin a tiny bit. Exhale and relax. Rotations, arms, hands on shoulders, fingers in front, thumbs in the back. Inhale as you rotate gently to the left. Exhale, rotate to the right. Yes. He forgot. He probably needs his socks or something. Although he had shoes on. But that's what it was last time, because I didn't have socks the whole time. I wanted to go outside and work. Keep going. And then back to center. And slowly lower. Take a moment here. So each time we do something different, our body is challenged, our nervous system is challenged. Even to drink a sip of water challenges our body because it has to do something different than just sit there. But that's good. Like, we want to challenge ourselves because we can do these things, but then you give yourself that momentary break to let your body process it. And hands on knees, palms down. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, drop. So think as you inhale, just picture the breath coming down to the perineum, to the base of the pelvis. So inhaling down to that. And exhaling, relax. I didn't say that part, but relax the perineum as you exhale. As you inhale and bring the breath down, then do a Mulamand. And then exhale, relax the perineum and see the breath go back up. So it's a pump. I forget what I was doing before that. Were we doing this already? Yeah, we were. Okay. So I'm just asking you to add in the breath, the pump. And you might have to think about it for a minute. So as your shoulders go up, the breath goes down and you hold the log. And then as the shoulders drop and you exhale, you relax the muscles of the perineum. You might have to slow it down. We don't usually do it that way with that instruction. But watch the pump. And then you can speed it up if you want to. Next, inhale, bringing the breath down. Hold the breath. Hold the shoulders up. Lengthen the spine, tuck the chin. And relax. Okay. So let's straighten our legs for a moment. Give the legs a little chance to process being in that stressful posture. Oh. Okay. And now we'll do butterfly. So bring your soles of the feet together. And we'll plan to come down. Start first with a straight spine. Just see how far forward you can go. Breathe a couple times there, and then when you're ready, go ahead and go further into the posture by rounding the spine. Okay, so blocks can come in handy for this. Different ways to do it. Maybe you could put your elbows on the blocks and hold your head. I mean, like drop your forehead onto, say, the heel of your palms. Maybe. Might have to stack up a few blocks or do them on the higher side, you know. Just do what you need to do. But you want to let your head hang and relax. That's why some people, it feels good to hold the head up with some prop, either your own hands or the blocks, some version of stacking the blocks. And as you are deeply into the pose and posture, make sure you're not stressing yourself out too much. You want to go about 75% in, but give yourself 25% leeway. So now that we've been in it for a minute or so, maybe you can go even deeper. Try taking some even deeper breaths through your nostrils. As I do that, I feel my spine expand toward the back. So there is some space here between your feet and your pelvis, by the way. We have such a full house right now. My son is visiting from San Diego and his girlfriend is here. My other son who lives here and his girlfriend are here. My husband and I just got back. So we have a kind of small house for 6 people. But it works. And the San Diego people, they both work from home. So we're all spread out. Okay. Now slowly begin to unfurl your spine. Sit back, lean on your hands, straighten your legs. Let the resting posture do its work. It's okay to jiggle around a little bit. That always seems to feel good to me. Just some kind of gentle swaying or moving. The resting posture is a part of the yin process. Don't leave it out. We're going to do open wing. And we'll start with the left arm. Well, come into laying down on your tummy. Okay, and then I know you can't see my left side, but left arm is going to come straight out. Like, this is how I would do my right arm, straight out. There's a bunch of stuff right here though, so I have to move it. So you just lay it down, but I'm starting with my left just so I could still see the camera. Okay, and now take your right hand, place it by your chest, and with your upper and lower body, help yourself roll to your left side so your hand behind doesn't move. It's still just sticking straight out behind you. And you can do with your legs, you could go like bending the legs. So you could have them both sort of bent, one on the floor, one with the sole down. You could also have a leg extended. Just find where you are. But you want to have one foot, I should say it's the right foot, sole down. And otherwise try to get comfortable. And where's my rocks? Oh, I put them up here. So we probably need something for the head. Just a little pillow. And you roll yourself toward the back. And so where you really feel it is that left shoulder. Top of the shoulder, the bicep. I even feel it in the tricep. You might feel it into the pectoralis muscles of the chest a little bit. If you want even more, you can take this right arm and put it on your right hip and then let your right elbow fall to the back. Let's revisit the intention that you set at the beginning. Visualize yourself doing the thing that you desire to do with gusto. Even if you feel the resistance to it come up, like, oh, I'm not really going to be able to do that, welcome that resistance. Feel where you feel any resistance in your body. Maybe it's in your torso or somewhere, your chest, your tailbone area, your throat, third eye chakra. Could be anywhere. And find a version of this sentence. I easily accomplish such and such. So whatever your intention is, some version of this is easy for me, or I enjoy this, or we don't want to say this is no problem, because we don't want the word problem to be in our affirmation. We just want to focus on the success of it, like you're already doing it. Now inhale and raise that right arm back up. If it was back, bring it toward the front. Begin to straighten your legs and very slowly roll back to your belly. That was pretty intense on the shoulder. So you need a little rest on that one. Bring that arm, that left arm down by your side. Both arms could be. You don't necessarily need the block here for the rest. Now, you could just stay right where you are and stick the right arm out to the right side. I'm going to turn my whole self around on my mat. And we'll do the same thing on the other arm. Okay, so straightening out the right arm to the side, left arm by your chest, hand by your chest, roll to the right side, so now you're on your right side. Tuck your pillow in, bend your legs, find your spot for your legs. So the shoulders, they have to do with the throat chakra and also the heart chakra. So this posture could be very opening for both. So for how you love and how you communicate. And you can add in the intensity by bringing your left hand to your hip, letting the left elbow drop back toward the floor, bent, just letting it drop down. So for your heart chakra and your throat chakra, let's plant the seed of your intention again right now. See it, say it, feel it. Your success in accomplishing your intention. sometimes it helps just to think about why you want that thing. What is it really that you're getting to? Like, I want to work out more, I want to lift weights more, but it's really only because I want to play pickleball. And I know for a fact we need really strong muscles to play games like that, sports like that. Because there's so much quick movement, lateral this and that, front and back. Your hips really take a lot. So for me, instead of just picturing myself lifting weights, I want to picture myself having fun with my friends, playing pickleball. We actually have a court right down the street, and I have a key to it. That's not very common. People are often struggling over the public courts. For a moment, squeeze your shoulder blades closer together. So that means bring your upper arm down toward the back and squeeze your right shoulder blade a little bit toward your spine. Breathe. You could tuck your chin a little. Remember that pump. Every inhale down to the perineum. Squeeze it into a kegel or a mulaband block. Exhale, see the breath come back up. Relax the perineum muscles. Continue doing a few of those. Squeezing the shoulder blades together in the back. Okay, and now bring that left arm up to the front. Straighten the legs. Slowly come back onto your belly. Bring that right arm down by your side. And maybe the other arm too. You can be on your chin, your forehead, or your cheek. Stay resting for a moment. I'm just trying to remember what was in my plan. Okay, and I'm turning around again just because for some reason I like it this way better. Let's come into a wide-legged child's pose. So you can be on your forearms and your knees, your big toes are touching each other. Your knees are wide and working your way back toward the heels. Use whatever props you need or any modification that you need for yourself. So anyone with knee issues, this may not be the most comfortable posture. So we think of this as just a resting pose, but for some of us, this is challenging. So again, you may be more up here so that you're not squeezing too much into your knees. So I can really feel this one in at least one of my upper thigh area, like in the front, the quad, and the hip flexor. So this next posture is going to be good for that. Let's come up onto our hands and forearms. Hands and knees now. And let's take our right foot forward in between our hands and a little forward of the knee so that we can lean into it and stretch that upper thigh on one side and hip flexor. So there's 3 different versions of this dragon posture you can do, and I leave it up to you. So you can stick with this one where you're holding yourself up, your arms are straight, your knee remains inside the 2 arms at the armpit. Or you can let that right knee fall outward to the right, so your right foot comes onto the knife edge, and then your left foot also gets to rest a little closer to the knife edge. And I'm getting a cramp. Okay, on that back foot. Okay, and then you can take your right hand on your right knee and twist toward the back. So that's a second option. And then the third option is to come down low, right in front, with your knee still outside of the right arm. And again, you may want to block for under your head in this one, but do whichever one feels like you need it the most. Okay, and slowly begin to come out of it, coming back up to the original posture. Slowly push your pelvis upward, straighten that front leg, and then pull it back to meet the other. Just take a moment right here to do some little circular. Whatever feels good. And let's do the same on the other side. So bringing the left leg forward in between the hands. Foot forward of the knee. Then move into it. So now the knee is over the ankle on the left side. And remember, you can stay on this one, or you can let both feet fall out to the knife edge, twisting around toward the left side, or come down low. slowly come back upward or to the center posture. Take a breath here and begin to push yourself back and bring that leg out back to all fours. Let's go ahead and just do a seated resting posture. What time it is? Okay. So you might want to use a bolster or a pillow for this next one, or blocks, or nothing. It's fine, but we're going to do a caterpillar where we come forward. Their legs straight out in front of us. And you can just let your arms rest. Maybe you can get your forearms on the ground. These blocks, again, can come in handy for holding the head, supporting the head so it's not just hanging there. Really feel this in the back of the legs and even the back of the knees, a little bit into the calves as well. Here we have our forehead and our crown chakra coming a lot closer to our root chakra than it usually is. And because our root includes our whole legs and our feet, as well as the tailbone. So we're bringing our wisdom and our spirituality like in a loop toward our root. And that's just a unique posture for us to be in. We don't do that very often. But go ahead and revisit your intention, what you want to create. So the crown chakra, while it's not the highest chakra, because we have more chakras that go above the head, but within the physical body, the crown is the least physical and more spiritual, and the root is the more physical. So let's just imagine that we're melding the two in such a way that it's just all one, and that we can be spiritual or we can be physical. We can do all of it. Once we hold these postures for a couple minutes, then our body gets used to it, and maybe we can go a little bit deeper. So can you adjust so that you go just a little bit deeper and use your breath? Using the strength of your hands, palms on the mat by your knees, begin to uncurl from the lowest vertebrae to the highest, coming up last. And let's just sit back and rest. So as you sit back to rest, let this posture be a bit of a chest opener, just this resting one. So raising, don't just like slump down, raise the chest up and forward. Okay. And now let's do, let's see what time it is. Let's do Bananasana. So laying down, feet are together. Take your left foot over your right, your left ankle over your right, keeping both legs pretty straight. Both arms above your head on the floor. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale, stretch tall, and then as you exhale, pull your left arm over with your right hand. I forgot to do something, so you may just take it easy, but move both feet to the right and then cross that left leg over the right. And now keeping both shoulder blades on the mat and both arms close on or close to the floor, pulling gently to the right. Do the breath with the pump down to the Mula Bandh. Picture yourself doing the thing you want to create successfully, happily, joyfully, with energy. So even if it's something like, oh, I've got to get my paperwork done, picture yourself doing it with pleasure. And also picture it being done and how you feel then or now. Let it be now that you feel now how you would feel then if you had it done. And first, release with the wrist. Just let your left arm start to come down toward your side. And the right arm, take that left foot off the right ankle. Move your body toward the right side of your mat, your whole torso. So now you can place your left foot at the far left corner and slowly cross that right ankle over the left. So you should feel it in your hip already, right here, and then arms overhead. And this time you're going to grab your right wrist with your left hand and bring your whole body, upper body, toward the left, so you're making a banana shape with your whole body. Continue the nostril breathing, the Mulaband breath. Both shoulder blades on the mat. I really feel the stretch in my right rib cage up into the armpit area. That feels pretty good. You might try turning your head different ways. Like if you were to turn your head toward the left and tuck your chin, like you're trying to look down toward your feet, you might feel a more intensive stretch in your upper body on the right, the rib cage area. And first, neutralize your neck and head, looking straight up, bringing that right arm down to your side body, the left arm down also. Let's see, take your right foot off of your left. I like to grab the sides of my mat right here and just help myself move back to the center of the mat, centering myself. It's already 10 o'clock, oh my gosh. Okay, so bending the knees, let your feet be flat. Raising the knees up, let's do a happy baby for our lower back, because that last posture can be a little bit of a stress on the lower back, the Bananasana. And just maybe rocking a little bit here. Still holding, straighten one leg up toward the ceiling. Holding on, breathing. Bend that leg, straighten the other leg. Bend that leg. And let's go ahead and lower our legs to the mat again. Feet are at the corners, the outside corners of the mat. Arms are at your sides, palms are facing up. Head is neutral, upward, facing up. Maybe push into your arms and elbows just to readjust your spine if needed. Relaxing breath. Begin to press again into your elbows, lifting your spine, just doing a little movement here up and down. Bend your knees. And you can either rock and roll your way up or turn to your side and come up. Rock and rolling is either holding below your knees or behind your knees. And that can be a nice little back massage. Okay, so let's finish class with a long Om chant. Hands together at the heart center. Inhale through the nose. Oh, last and final remembrance of our intention. Hopefully it feels like a happy thought. Maybe it didn't to start with, but it's like you already accomplished it. So it feels happy. So inhale through the nose. Inhale. Namaste.
Namaste.
Well, thank you all so much.